This is the watch list for Wednesday, May 3rd. I put these watch lists out for you guys for free every single day. So thank you for tuning in. If you want, you can subscribe. You click that bell. You will get the notifications for when I do actually send these videos out every single day. Give me 1 second here. We are live. I want to be able to see your comments if you guys are leaving them, so just give me a quick second here. If you guys do have questions during this live stream, you can put them in the comment section. That's on the right-hand side. Okay, and then if you're watching this as a recording, then feel free to leave those comments down below. In the comment section. The other way you can find me is on Twitter. If you're there, I am there also, at Mr. Clark Griswold. I recently started an Instagram account. I have a Discord. That link is in the description below. And guys, let me tell you, that Discord, it's free to join. A lot of people don't know that. I get that question all the time, or saying that I didn't know it was free. So the majority of that room is free. There is a paid membership. We can talk about that a little later. But let's get through this watch list right now. We're going to start off with Boeing. Okay, so you do see Spy and Neo up there. I just leave those two up there. They're Neo not as much, but Spy I play every day. I just did a video on Spy. I gave you guys the secret cheat code to Spy and what I use to trade every single day on the 15 and the 5. We can go through that a little bit at the end of this video. But let's get started on this list. One thing before we start. This screen that you guys see right now, that's TradingView. So if you've never used something like this before, you've never day traded before or swing traded, set up charts like you see here, you're going to need something like this. Now, down below in the description, there's a link for TradingView. That link gives you a free 30-day trial to their subscription-based services. And then if you decide to use it, you'll get up to $30 off of that subscription, depending on which subscription you choose. But you need to start by clicking on that link. You can do that once this video is done. Okay, so let's go through Boeing. So when we talk about this strategy, and guys, this strategy is what I use every single day. It's not rocket science. It's not a magic potion. It's not going to make you rich quick. You're not going to be rich tomorrow or by the end of the month. You might be. I shouldn't say that. You might be, but this is the formula to become a successful trader. It's not subjective at all. It tells you exactly when to get in. It tells you exactly when to get out. And there's not really any indicators, okay? And it teaches you risk management, and it teaches you basically how to protect your capital. And the best traders are the ones who are good at risk management and who are good at protecting their capital. Now, Nikia, you had your hand up. She's been in the Discord for a long time. Nikia, you have a little emoji there with your hand up. So if you have questions, just feel free. Type them in. You don't got to stick your hand up. Just type them in. Okay, so let's get started on Boeing. So Boeing has a 2 down. Now, this question comes up a lot. Does the color matter? And I talk about this quite often. Strat Soldier talks about this quite often. So some people will tell you that the color matters, and it does. Okay, so this tells you that there was buyers. You know, we trended down, but the buyers bought it back. And that's what it's telling you. The red would tell you that there's sellers. Now, when we're looking for this reversal, when I say it doesn't matter, I don't mean that the color doesn't matter. It doesn't. In order to have a reversal here, to go 2 up, we went 2 down, meaning we only broke the low of the previous candle. That's a 2 candle, a directional candle, and we went down. It doesn't matter if it stays green or red. We could still have a reversal back to the upside. Okay, so that color tells you that there's a higher probability that, yes, it will trend back up. But you can see here, this one was red, and we still trended back up. Okay, so the color matters, but when we're looking for reversals, it can still happen. The probability is just higher when we have a 2 down that finishes green. So that's what we're looking at here. We're going to look for calls here at 204.19. First 2 targets marked out. And I'll tell you this, guys, straight up, I'm not going to look at any of these tomorrow because the Fed meeting is tomorrow, FOMC. You're going to want to go check out those videos. Let me show you guys something real quick, okay? go to YouTube, type in FOMC 100. Okay, this video right here. Go click on that video and watch it. Is it 100% win rate? It was at the time of this video. I wouldn't say it is anymore, but it's pretty damn close. Now, it's not strat based, it's not strat related, but it is a highly, highly, highly successful strategy. I usually go live with you guys in the Discord for that. I won't be able to tomorrow. I don't have the time. I've got too many other commitments. So unfortunately, I won't be trading FOMC tomorrow, and I wish I was, because we have really, really good setups off of there and really good plays and really, really great opportunities. So make sure you guys go check out that video. It's really, really important. I actually have two of them. There's that one with The Rock on the front, and there's another one with Jerome Powell on the front. Go watch those videos. It'll show you exactly how to play those, okay? And you guys can go into the live room in the Discord and talk about it amongst yourselves if you'd like. So go into the Discord during the day. Okay, that starts at 2 Eastern. So go in there and talk with everybody and see what everybody's doing and how you guys are doing it. Watch those videos. You'll know exactly what to do. Okay, so let's get back to this list. I did want to point that out, though. It's very important because it gets very volatile right around noon, and we're probably not going to have a ton of movement, especially on SPY during the day, if I'm being honest. Now, I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, but I would say we're likely not going to have a whole bunch of movement first thing in the morning. Your big movements are going to happen at that 2 Eastern time to 2:30, 3 Eastern, in that range. That's where you're going to have your big moves. But go watch the video. The overwhelmingly majority of the time it'll work for you guys. We finished with an inside bar hammer candle. Hammer candle has this body and a big long wick to the downside. It's a bullish pattern. Is it less bullish because it's red? Yes. Would it be more bullish if it was green? Yes. And yeah, Marlon, I just mentioned that AMD down after reporting. I was watching. You can see it live on the chart. If we go back to AMD, you can see this thing moving around, hopping around, and it's going all over the place. Again, by the time post-market closes, we could be up here, we could be up here. By the time pre-market opens, we could be up here, or we could be all the way down here. Okay, we'll see what happens. So American Airlines, there's that inside bar. So when we look at these inside bars, we look for these big explosions, just like we had here. Okay, we look for these big breaks, and this gapped up, but we look for these breaks to the upside, and we don't always get them. Here's a double inside bar, trended up for 2 days. Wasn't a fantastic play, and they're not always going to work out. We had outside bar off these inside bars, but this one here, this one worked out. Okay, really good setup off of that inside bar, and it actually trended down for 4 days. So that's the kind of move we look for off of those inside bars. I always tell you guys, when you see those yellow bars, that's part of my indicator that I've created for you guys. When you see those inside bars that are yellow, you guys should be thinking of a spring being loaded, tightened, compacted, getting ready to explode and jump into one direction or the other. And that's what we look for off of those inside bars. We can move to Airbnb, had a 2 down green, not quite a hammer candle, but we are 2 up on the week already. I know that because of that pink line, okay? So if we go to the weekly chart, right here, there, we're already 2 up on the week, okay? We broke out of that inside bar. So we'll look for a continuation of that on Wednesday off of Airbnb. Carnival Cruise Lines, it's CCL, 2 down green. Somewhat of a hammer candle, sure, and we are 2 up on the week as well. So we can look for calls off of CCL and first targets at 963. And guys, like I said, stay tuned till the end. I'm going to run over SPY real quick. There was a big downtrend, and then there was one setup later in the day that I probably would have taken if I was watching it, and if it would have happened earlier in the day. Okay, Etsy, here's another one, 2 down green, so we're going to look for this to trend back to the upside. Mark our targets out at 191, just the tops of the preceding wicks. That's it. It's that simple, guys. Etsy. We move on to EW. 2 up, finished red. So we're going to look for puts here on EW. Puts at 87.42. First targets at 86.47. If you guys ever want the top 5s from this list, the top 5s go to the Griswold Gold members. So that Griswold Gold membership, as I said, they're private rooms in the Discord. So it has a 1-hour strat course that's included in that. So I go through the basics of the strat right from beginning to end. You guys don't have to try and flip through the 100+ videos that I've got. They're all neatly compact into one hour course for you guys. I have live trading bots on ticker symbols like SPY, QQQ, Disney, Tesla, CCL, AMD. There's a bunch of them on there, so that's included in that. You get one-on-one time with me as well as part of that membership, and a bunch of other stuff, including the indicator. Okay, so let's move on. We'll go to GME. GME, 2 down, finish green, hammer, candle. And we can look for calls on this at $18.58, and we mark our first target way up here. And this doesn't have to hit the target in order for this to be a successful trade, guys. My strategy and the strategy of this these setups are to set your triggers and targets on a higher time frame, and then go manage on a smaller time frame. And that's the ease of it. In the smaller time frame, if you go watch the SPY video I just created, how to trade SPY for a living, the secret hack, I think I talked about at the beginning of this video. I talked about why I use that 5-minute to manage, why I go on the 15, and why I hop down to the 5 to manage it. And it's basically risk management, but I go through it a little bit in that video, so make sure you go check that out. From GME, we go to Lyft. So Lyft had this awesome 3-1 setup, outside bar, inside bar. The last time we had one of those, and this doesn't happen very often, and they're highlighted by this yellow bar, also part of my indicator. But we want to see these big runs up or down off of these 3-1 setups, okay? And again, we don't always get them. That's the probability, but that's what we're looking for off of this. 3-1 setup with a big move to the upside or the downside off of that inside bar. There's target 1 to the top side and target 2 to the bottom side off of Lyft. We go to Meta. Meta has a 2-up red. We have this big gap up. That was off of earnings. We're going to look for puts here at 238.99. We're going to see if we can have a little bump down, a little downturn off of Wednesday. See if you can make some money, some bucks off of that one. Nike. 2 down, finish green. We are 2 up on the week. I know that because I've got my pink line in there from earlier in the week when I marked it out. Go check out the weekly swing video. It shows it on there. 2 down green, hammer candle. We're going to look for calls back to the upside on Nike. 127.58. First target, 128.68. NVIDIA. Okay, inside bar. We're going to look for that big breakout off of NVIDIA off of that inside bar. Puts to the downside, 280.83. First target here, and we're going to, let's see, let's go to the weekly, because I think we were 2 up on the week. We are. So we're going to see if we come back down through that and reverse back through that trigger, or are we just going to continue higher? We'll see how that happens. We can take calls at 288.36. And last on the list here before we look at SPY is Tesla. Tesla, 2 up red, pretty close to a shooter candle. We're looking for a 122 Rev Strat. Okay, so puts at 158.93. First target. I'm not going to call this the first target because it's too damn close. There we go. It's too close, so the first target we're going to call 158.80. 157.32. That's the first one. So yeah, Nikkei, NVIDIA was also down. We can go there. There's the pre-market. And again, yeah, that's going to happen sometimes, but or post-market, sorry. So pre-market, it could be back up in this range here, okay? It is what it is, and if it's not, then it becomes a gap play, and we've got videos on that to show you guys how to play the gaps, okay? So listen, guys, this channel breaks down everything for you guys in this strategy. It's basically anything that has to do with the strat you will find on this channel, plus a little bit more, okay? So if you're looking for broadening formations, there's videos on that. If you're looking on what a rev strat is, there's videos on that. If you're looking on how to play gaps, when we have pre-morning gaps, there's 4 videos on that. There's FOMC, which isn't strat related, but there's videos on that. There's plenty of watch lists. There's a SPY challenge where I went through 15 straight days of trading SPY to show you guys how you could have successfully traded SPY for a living. And I just redid a video on that. I've got short videos that break stuff down for you guys in a smaller subset of time. All so you guys I want you guys to become successful traders. I mean, I love doing these videos. Don't get me wrong, but I really want you guys to immerse yourself and look at this stuff and study this stuff. And I'm not the only guy who teaches a strat. There's lots of people who do it. So there's lots of information out there for you guys to learn this stuff. I'm one of many, and hopefully I'm helping you guys out a bunch with this stuff. So let's go to SPY real quick, just before we end here. And as I am doing this, you guys can leave questions, again, in the comment section. If you're watching this as a recording, leave the comments down below and some targets here. Okay, so my goal with this stuff, guys, is to trade into time frame continuity. Okay, that's the bread and butter. So setting triggers, this yellow line, and targets on the 15, and then hopping down to the 5-minute chart to manage this trade and get out of this trade. Now, you could have got in. You would have made a lot of money. So you could have taken a break off of any one of these candles and made money, because you would have been trading with time frame continuity. Now, I tell you always, I only need, in order for me to take a trade, because my trades are only realistically 45-minute trades at the most, an hour at the most. I don't like to sit in here for too long. I only need the hourly and the daily in my favor. If I have more, that's better for me, okay? It means a higher probability that that trade works out. So as this starts to come back up, okay, I am looking for a reversal to the downside. So I don't get any reversals here. Inside bar, this was a continuation. It went outside bar, and then we had just a continuation all the way up, okay? So the first reversal opportunity was here, and it was into time frame continuity. So I set my trigger to go down, and then I set my targets, okay? Then we go down to the 5 to manage this trade. Okay, and I'm gonna widen this out. We're gonna put one more bar up here, and that's gonna be our stop loss bar. And I'm just putting this in here to show you guys where your stop losses could be. Okay, so this was our trigger line that we set on the 15-minute chart. Okay, this yellow line. These green lines were all the targets that we set on the 15-minute chart. Now we broke through that 15-minute or that 15-minute trigger that we put on there. Okay. We broke through that. Now, that candle becomes your stop loss. Okay? Then we go inside bar. Okay? Then that candle becomes your stop loss. And then we boom all the way down here. Now, you can do one of two things. I like to use the targets, okay? Because the targets usually tell the majority of the story if they reverse through them. So you could have taken profit at the tag of that target. And again, guys, this is 50, what are we doing here? 50, 60, a 70-cent move. It's a fantastic play. And I didn't go back. I didn't play this, and I didn't go back to look. But depending on when your expiry is and when your strike price was, you had 20% on this play. Okay? So stop loss now, we said we went from there. You can put your stop loss there as we tag it, or you put your stop loss at that target or a little bit above that target, like so. Okay, and then we go see the next candle, and we come down and we're back out, and that's it. That's the trade. That's all you need, and then you can shut it down for the rest of the day. Okay, that was a 20. You probably would have had a 20% move there. Okay, and if you decided to hold because you're like, well, I think I'm gonna make more money, guess what? Your premium's getting eaten. Now SPY trends up, and your premium's getting eaten. Now it's up, and now you've lost your account as we come into the end of the day. Use your stop losses, guys. Use the targets. Use the candlesticks. Worst case on this trade, worst case, you would have been out right here if you followed the candlesticks. Worst case. Okay? And based on the decay of the premium, theta, you might have broke even or a small profit. But this is where you should have taken your profit. Okay? It's that simple, guys. It really is that simple. Dante Boatner, you're asking how you can get the Strat indicator. So there's a link in the description below. That link will take you to where you can purchase that indicator. It's $25 one-time fee. Okay? Or it's part of the gold membership. It comes with that membership. That membership is $50. The indicator is $25. with the membership, you get the indicator. You get one-on-ones with me. You get the top 5 every day from these watch lists. You get live trading bots. You get a 1-hour strat course. So the value from that membership is by far one of the best values you will find anywhere for what I'm giving out on there, okay? So those are the 2 spots where you can get the indicator. There is also an option where you buy 2 months and you get that 3rd month free, Dante. So thank you for asking that. But that's it, guys. That's what I just showed you is how I trade every single day, okay? It's what I do every single day on SPY. 15 and 5. Triggers and targets on the 15. Manage it on the 5. That's where you get really great risk management, okay? Thank you guys for watching. Good luck trading tomorrow. Good luck on the Fed, on FOMC if you're trading it, okay? Scale down. I'm not asking you guys to YOLO this. Buy a couple contracts. Buy 1 contract. See how it plays out for you guys, okay? If you have a small account, buy 1 contract. If you have a bigger account and you want to risk a little more, risk a little more. But it's risk management. It's always what it comes down to, guys. And again, it's not a strat-based play. It's a bit of a lotto, but it has worked the overwhelming, I would say 98% of the time. At the point of the videos, it was 100. We're probably at like 98, 99% of the time. It works out exactly as I've described it in those videos. So thank you guys for watching. Good luck trading tomorrow. I wish you guys nothing but the best, and we will see you all on